Alright guys, I wanted to show you guys something here with this throttle. This throttle body off a 1994 to 1997 Honda Accord. And the reason I'm doing this is there's not much information, excuse my hand, there's not much information out there on the old YouTubes about this. But there's a sensor on top. Right now you can't see my sensor. As a matter of fact, hold on. I have the old piece. I had the old piece. Yeah, here we go. In the trash can right here. Okay, if you can see that, that's the old sensor. These are the ones that can go bad. I guess it takes a long time because the car that I have right now is 26 years old. It's actually built in 1994, but it's a 95 Honda. And this is a piece that goes right there on top of that. And when you take it off, you'll see it's like a rivet on top. It's like a rivet on. I don't know why they did this and what was the reason for that. Probably had something to do with the manufacturing process, and it was cheaper or something. Always has to do with money. But you can cut these. You could take a Dremel. I took a angle grinder, and I just ground the top of them off and just cut it until I could twist them out like that. So you can see I got a piece on top. I'll show it to you. See that? I cut that piece. I'm going to turn it a little bit for you and just cut it so then you can twist that right out and then you get your other one. Now when you buy these new, or I bought one off Amazon, I went and looked and it comes with these bolts, so you don't need to replace these bolts and go, you know, hunt around somewhere and find these exact thread count and all this other stuff that goes with the bolts. This right here, though, man, is the easiest way to get it done. Pop it off, pull it out, cut those, and then screw those things out. And then while you're at it, you know, you might as well get a new map sensor, put that on there. See, now on my map sensor, I didn't want to replace it because I had to take this whole thing out to get the bolts off on my map sensor. Those are new bolts, okay? And those bolts were stripped out. So some fool that was working on it before me would take these, they stripped those bolts out on top. But I got new bolts. I went to the junkyard today and I picked up those. I just pulled them out of a Honda Accord that was at the junkyard and got those while I was there, so I could put the new map sensor. I figured put that all on. But that's how you take care of that right there on top, that sensor. I cannot remember the exact name of the sensor, but you'll get a code, you'll get a transmission code for this sensor. Okay, it won't be the check engine. It won't be the check engine light code where you get this sensor code. I think it's I got codes 1, 3, 8, 13, and 14. I'm not sure which one it was, but this is the one it was saying right here. Okay, guys. So that's what you do, real quick. Just cut those with either an angle grinder or a Dremel. Whichever. If you use an angle grinder, you got to be pretty careful. Make sure you have a steady hand and get that thing out of there. You probably will have to pull this all the way out to do it with an angle grinder. You could probably leave it in there a little bit and do it with a Dremel tool, which you got more control. But the angle grinder liked to skip around a lot, so it was a little bit difficult, but it could be done. And then you get your new part, and it should come with the bolts. And also, there's a gasket that'll go across around here too, and it should come with the gasket. So it's not a super 20-30 minute fix. It'll probably take you, if you did all this and this is all you had to do, it'd probably take you about at least an hour. If this is your first time, it's probably going to take you maybe even a couple hours. All right, guys. Talk soon.